What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm doing something different, so stick with me. The title says it all. If you were drawn to that title, you're here for a reason. Let's get into it. Yo, charms, tens across the board, and all that glitters ain't gold. Those are the messages big time that I've gotten beforehand for this, but we are doing something different. I'm so excited. I love you guys. So, I have purchased a large quantity of charms, as you can see. And I was weird about, like, should I have y'all seeing this or if it should just be me looking at it, but I do feel like it would be more interesting because my head would be down most of the time, so I feel like it'd be more interesting if we were all looking at this. And so for those of you who are seeing this is usually the view for the Patreon plunge where we clarify every card, but welcome to the rebirth. Welcome to the 13th. Welcome to the change. Welcome to the death card. Welcome to the ending. Welcome to the new beginning. Welcome. And I decided whatever flies off the board is something that you are going overboard with. So there's that. Damn it, I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. Anyway. Okay, so I've broken this up I broke this space up into multiple quadrants. This is love over here and water, life over here and fire and spirit, your career and earth and stuff that's going on over here, and mental health. And crazy that this fell the way that it fell, in the place that it fell, on the cusp. And okay. First, I gotta start with that. That is a pentagram, but it also could be a Star of David. And with it falling the way that it fell, with the point down versus the 2 points down, is symbolic of disorder. And I do feel like there is disorder in the Middle East that has been initiated by the settling state of Israel that is weighing on our mental health, weighing on our careers, weighing on our minds, weighing on our wallets. Like, we've got to, like, everybody is so, like, figured out, like, frustrated about what to do, how to handle this, how to approach this stuff, what to do. And I feel like it's getting dark. It's been dark. And all that they're really asking for us to do is to call our government the fuck out, because our money is funding them. You know that our money, the $3 billion a year that we send over to Israel, is helping to fund their free healthcare for all, but these motherfuckers refuse to give us healthcare? Okay. What's done in the dark has come to light. There's so much still coming to light and being revealed. And so I do feel like, yeah, our minds are about to get blown, like the cap blown back. This is a little hat. It's like a little baseball cap. And I feel like what's going on in life is like blowing your cap off. When it comes to, so where do I want to start? Okay, I just wanted to address that. I actually need to address all the stuff that's on the cusp here. So I do feel like a lot of people are like, oh, just take a break. Oh, just, disengage. oh, just, get on social media and cry about how frustrated you are. No, that is not what they need for us. They need strength. They need us to see we stand with them. I know that this is weighing heavy on your mental health, but what the fuck is their mental health when they're going through bombing after bombing after bombing? Even the Israelites, like, and them in their, indoctrination that they're stuck in. Trust and believe that we need to do what we can to let ourselves get swallowed by the belly of the whale, to not allow ourselves to get swallowed by the sharks in life, to not allow ourselves to just be Jonah. Ooh, okay. Because there is something here about us, like there are a lot of fine lines that are being ridden, the bicycle over here. And we need to be moving towards, see the bike headed toward, he's like on the cusp, moving towards love. We need to be letting the bike, we need to be the bike and moving towards love. That was like right there in the cusp. Also between, what even is that? Oh, it's a seahorse. Seahorses forever. I feel like connecting to water, connecting to life, getting out, and I feel like if you have the opportunity to travel or vacation or whatever, like you need to let yourself snorkel or see the world, connect with animal life, connect with marine life. If you have the opportunity to do that, I feel like you absolutely should. It feels really important to not just like sit around in our privilege, to really enjoy it while we got it. You know what I mean? Tinkerbell showing up here on the cusp too, on the cusp of love and life. And I feel like all of the celestial, all of the mythical, all of the ethereal beings and creatures are watching us. See how she's like peering down? I don't know if you can really like see that. She's like peering down, kind of like looking at life. I feel like we are being observed. The aliens are observing us. The divine is observing us. Other life forms are observing us. The fairies are paying attention. Because I do feel like this is like nuclear shit. And it's interesting because there's another embodiment of her. There's another version of her here, over here in love, looking this way, looking up. And I feel like there's just like, they're reporting back. Like there is like what is it? The Universal Federation or the Multi-Dimensional Federation. I forgot what they were calling it. But I do feel like there is something here about we are being observed as a species, and the observers are reporting back, like our actions are being noted, are being watched, the way that we show up, what we actually do, the talk that we talk versus the walk that we walk, the choices that we actually are making, I feel like are really being observed right now. I feel like you're in a place where with the planets that are actively retrograde right now, Chiron retrograde in Aries, Saturn retrograde in Pisces, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, Uranus retrograde in Taurus. This is a lot of medicine that we're being given, but it also is I feel like retrogrades are the test periods. And so there's stuff that's coming up that's really testing us in a very specific way. And I feel like what you do when no one's watching matters. And you think that no one's watching, but that's not true. And I don't want to say that to like scare you. I don't feel like you're being stalked or anybody's watching you. I just feel like the divine is always taking note. They're always conspiring in our favor, but they've got to observe us to conspire in our favor. And so I do feel like there is something here about even us taking the time to observe the way that we prioritize our life, our spirit, our personal individual lives, in comparison to the lives of others. I feel like, especially Americans, like, we have gone off the fucking deep end when it comes to this like main character energy, and really putting ourselves in a position where we just fucking think about ourselves and we don't think about the collective and we don't think about each other and we aren't considerate. That is very much so changing. And I feel like if you can observe yourself and call yourself out, that would be really, really beneficial for you to be able to say, damn, I haven't been very considerate. How can I be more considerate? How can I be more thoughtful when it comes to other people that are around me? Okay, and so this other like Star of David situation with the palm here, on the cusp of life and career, fire and earth, and the way that it was pointing, I feel like matters as well. I feel like more prayer is needed in regards to the global situation. You spending more time anchoring in your utopia. But also I feel like you need more time praying about how to fill your life, what your life needs to be full of, what kind of dreams or aspirations you're needing to chase, what steps you're needing to take in your career. I feel like all of these are very spiritual decisions, and we've been making them logical decisions when they're actually spiritual decisions. And when I saw this elephant, I just heard Childish Gambino. An elephant never forgets, so my dick remembers everything. And so there is something here about, maybe some of you are in your life, you're about to meet somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, that has like big dick energy, or actually has a biggin on them. Somebody that's packing, somebody that I feel like is tall, someone that's big, somebody powerful, someone that takes their time, I feel like is coming into your life, and or is in your life. And it's important to pay attention. Also, you may be coming into some big dick energy yourself. You like finally like taking your power and like, no, this is how this is going. This is what we're doing. I just noticed that this is like a stag beneath the Star of David here. I wonder if y'all can see that. This is a stag. Oh, that's the furthest it'll zoom. Okay. And it's interesting because this is like Baphomet, the horns. The like horns pointed down, disorder. Disorder possibly in like the natural life, in the animal, disorder in the animal kingdom. I feel like we're going to start to see how the animals are behaving. Pay attention to how your animals are behaving. I'm going to start, okay, so that's like the cuspy stuff. When mental health, well, except for this shark, whale. I thought it was a whale, but turns out it's a shark. So that could be something here as well. Misdirection or misinformation, thinking somebody is bigger than they actually are, thinking somebody is kinder or sweeter than they actually are. Sharks in the water, blood in the water. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that is a shark. They're not a whale. Is somebody that... Also, some of you, I feel like you could be having a hard time with Shark Week in this season. There could be issues that you're having with your menstrual cycle or your moon cycle, and that could be really draining or heavy on your mental health. But I also feel like some of you, it's time to get like a shark. It's time to really start to tap into that primal energy so that you can like improve. You acting on your instincts more, you tapping into your nature will improve your mental health. You allowing yourself to get really like laser focused. What do you want to attack? What do you want to attack, as in what do you want to initiate or create or acknowledge? What do you need to swim after? What do you need to charge after? It's important to start paying attention to these things. Okay, and also when it comes to love, I feel like there is this thing here about wishing on a star, or looking upward. I feel like understanding that very fulfilling love comes from spirit. Very, like, some of you are hungry or craving a love situation or a romantic situation. Maybe you're feeling opposed, the way these moons are opposing each other, going into opposite directions. Some of you are in relationship right now or in marriages right now, and you feel like you're not on each other's side. And I feel like somebody is, one of the two or one of the, partners is like escaping off into fantasy world, or escaping off into dream world, or escaping into some kind of escapism. And it's time to talk. It's time to acknowledge the divide. It's time to acknowledge the distance that's between you and this person. I do feel like also some of you are interested in somebody and they are interested in somebody else, and that somebody else has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. Some of you are in relationships, or there's breakups or like separation, and they're going for somebody more watery or somebody more playful and jovial or younger than you in some sort of way. And that may really hurt, but when people show you who they are, believe them. Let these motherfuckers show you who they are. And so in love, I do feel like in Scorpio season, for those of you watching, it is time to put work in towards like, what does the God of your understanding, what does the divine want you to experience in love? You starting to base your desire for, or base like your standards on divine standards. Is this person spiritual versus are they hot? Can I pray with this person? Can I break down in front of this person? Can I be my whole self? Can I adventure? I feel like there's like our horizons are broadening when it comes to what we want in a partner, especially like long-term partners. There is this need for like a spiritual alignment in your romantic life. And for those of you who are in long-term relationships who don't have that, I feel like that could start to cause tension or create distance. And I feel like that is the true definition of being unequally yoked, is being in a romantic or relationship or a marriage or commitment with somebody that you can't be your whole spiritual self with. So that feels important to acknowledge. And it's something that I feel like absolutely can come together if you talk about it, and can be healed if you talk about it. And being healed doesn't mean we stay together. It means we get to the root of it, and that could be breakups for some people, or distance, or maybe we need a break, or you taking time or prioritizing different things while working the commitment or the marriage kinks out. But I do feel like there is something here towards like moving towards this kind of like upwardly, heavenly, spiritual view of what it is that we're dreaming for. I feel like it's time to put in the work, to pedal, put in the legwork, the footwork. Some of you, this is also saying like you may meet somebody at the bike shop, or you may meet somebody on a trail, or while you're hiking, or while you're out and about in the world. It's time to get in motion. It's time to get out. You can't ride the bike in the house. So it's time to get out about in the world so that you can experience more depth in your emotions, creativity, spirituality, and in your love life. Now, when it comes to life, and just your interpersonal relationships. There's some stuff. There's one thing that fell off the board, and it's this fell off the board. So I feel like when it comes to life, and it's funny because I said what falls off the board is what you're going overboard in. And for some of you, it's like you're going overboard, like overcomplicating your spirituality. Some of you need to study more, or are going overboard in studying different like religions or things of that nature. I feel like also some of you are going overboard to be like perceived as a spiritual person, or perceived as this very artistic person, versus just naturally fucking being that. The other thing that went off the board was the bee. And the beehive. Some of you are maybe being too like groupthink. This could be like going overboard with needing, sorry for the shakes, going overboard with needing other people's 2 cents, going overboard with needing other people's not consent, but their input. I feel like there is something shifting about, or you're like going overboard with like trying to work together or work as a team. Some of you, it's like you've got to do it on your own. You've got to do it your own way, or go your own way in some sort of a new direction. So these are the things that we're going overboard on. Also, some of you are going overboard trying to get a team to work together or like each other. It's just like, just let shit happen naturally. Maybe this is being micromanaging, or you're like going overboard with how easily agitated you are, going overboard with like stinging, or trying to pollinate, trying to, going overboard with like sexual energy, going overboard with like groupthink energy or hive mentality. For some reason, for some of you, I feel like you're going overboard, like you may be becoming a mean girl, or being led or manipulated by a mean girl, possibly. Now in life, back to life, I do feel like it's time to put your thinking cap on. I feel like something comes in, has blown your top off, and in life, like I just like heard like, what's that Kevin Hart line? He's like, peeled my something cap back blue, something. I can't remember. But I just feel like something gets you in a position and you forget like your critical thinking skills. Also, I feel like someone's cover is blown. Like someone in your life, like you're seeing somebody for who they are, or you're contributing to, you just may see somebody's true colors. It's very likely in Scorpio season, the sun, Mercury, Mars in Scorpio. With Mercury there, I feel like this is really like the truth coming to light. You seeing the things that people omitted. And I feel like also there's like a cold wind that comes in, these snowflakes here. There's like a cold wind that comes in and blows your mind about something, or blows someone's cover. You realize somebody is cold, or somebody shows you that they're not as warm as you thought they were, or kind as you thought they were. They may have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. But I do feel like you get to like, it's almost like put pressure or weight, or you get to like feel the full weight of the truth. I feel like we're getting to this point. If there's anything you're suspicious about, I feel like the shit comes to light in Scorpio season. The truth gets revealed. And I do feel like there is something stable, steady, that you're passionate about. The way that this elephant is just sitting atop the word fire, it feels like there is something, I feel like whoever is like thicker, I feel like there's somebody coming into your life and they're heavier. They're not like a skinny mini, or not like super like cut and abs and lean, or whatever. They just, but they're a solid person and they're stable. And I feel like they're passionate about you and you're passionate about them. Don't get caught up in looks. I feel like allow yourself to receive stability and people who like truly like support you. These snowflakes coming in, I do feel like towards the end of Scorpio season, it will very much so be cold. And so there is something here about, like, I do feel like it is going to be a pretty chilly winter. For this, there's, you know, some of you who are about to experience summer, and I feel like it's going to be a cooler summer than you expected on the other side of the hemisphere. Now there's some stuff down here at the bottom that you can't, oh shit, that you can't really see. And I wanna, clearly I was fucking with the camera too much and I shut shit off. Anyway, so now I'm holding it. I'm doing my best not to shake things, but I just need you to see what happened on the lower part. I'm sorry for the fucking bald eagle outside of my window fucking squawking. I don't know what is happening out there. But as you can see here, the stag that I was talking about, I do feel like there is something here about like a prize. Oh God. Like a prized, I just feel like some gross shit. It's already fucking gross. Some real gross shit is coming out. Like someone's like head on a platter, or someone like you seeing the truth about like the destruction that is really desired, the true level of massacre that's like on the table here. I feel like we forget. We forget. How can I turn this? Oh, I can't turn it around while I'm doing this. I was about to look at y'all mama style. Like, we forget. Pluto is fucking Hades. Ordeals and the transformations that arise them. Mars is called the god of war for a fucking reason. And just because New Age woo-woo mamby-pamby astrology has reduced the god of war into ambition, don't be fooled. Don't get it twisted. That archetype is there for a fucking reason. Because we are capable of great, profound annihilation. We are capable of utopia. We are capable of peace. We are capable of profound light and dark. And we need to like snap out of like, I'm afraid to look at it. My mental health is blah, blah, blah. What would you do if a fucking bomb was going off down your street? You don't have the option to give a fuck about your mental health. So we can't have the option to, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm getting, it's like everything that I create comes back to this, because I feel like if we go gently, it'll be us next. We can't concede. We can't just like let this go by, because I feel like next thing I know, that kind of destruction will be on our doorstep, and we are, feeling really safe in our bubble, really safe in our, and so call your elected officials. That's the last thing I'm gonna say about it. Anyway, okay. So in regards to mental health, there's blood in the water. There's sharks in the water. And I feel like there are just way more important things going on to be focusing your mental health on than like love and relationship bullshit and who didn't text you back and what you want, how you want to feel and all that stuff. That is just really, I feel like, right now. And that's just not me. That's just what came out here. I feel like there is something here about prioritize. Yes, we're moving towards love, but I feel like our mental health can be improved by different forms of love other than romantic love. We need you need a more reliable source of love. It can be platonic, it can be familial, it can be a love derived from the work that you do, whatever it is. I feel like there is a waning or underlying kind of issues in regards to your mental health because of maybe money isn't the way that you want it to be, or maybe some of you are hiding money, or there's some situation where money is being hidden. What is this? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's like a dog holding a bone. Okay. I feel like some of you are feeling really bogged down by like the dog eat dog world. Like, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. I'm just a dog trying to get a bone. And I feel like this feels like capitalism. Capitalism is really, you know, we're redefining, we're finally, I feel like, waking up to the impact that capitalism has had on our lives, on our mental health, on our hearts, on our relationships. And there is something here about like an attempt to dive back. I feel like you are resilient. Let yourself, if you're struggling with mental health, who the fuck isn't right now? But there is something about water, allowing yourself to take more baths, be immersed in water, connecting to maybe some of you, like, your favorite animal is a dolphin, thinking about, or excuse me, maybe visualizing yourself as your favorite sea animal. And I do feel like there is something really healing about like going to the aquarium, or going somewhere where like marine biology or marine life is found, not marine land or Sea World. Don't do it. That's just sad to watch. But I do feel like there is something about being resilient. Dolphins are extremely smart, and I feel like with this being in the mental health quadrant and in the air quadrant, there is this really intellectual yet primal aspect of you, intellectual yet instinctual aspect of you that's rising up, like your spirit rising up, this animalistic nature of your spirit rising up. And I feel like you're done jumping through hoops when it comes to love. Some of you are in relationships with people and they want you to jump through hoops, and you're like, nah, fuck that. And as you should be. I feel like you don't need to jump hoops or through hoops or prove shit to anybody. I do feel like mental health will be improved upon once there is more stability that is felt or acknowledged with the purse being turned upside down. I feel like it's time to start imagining you have the magical purse. Your magical purse, your magical wallet, your magical pockets, they are crammed and jammed with cash and offerings, and your phone is just getting blown up, text after text, notification after notification about all the money that's coming in. There's something about visualizing. Whenever you spend money, it comes right back. Saying those things. It's time to start like spelling your mind and the words that you say around your money, versus letting it just like weigh down your mental health. Stop visualizing and stop calling yourself like, oh, I'm just a dog trying to get a bone. Also, some of you are stressed out because your dog's a fucking asshole, or you got a puppy and this dog is like, or, you know, is fucking shit up, or there's always a dog next door or something like barking. I feel like, why do these things get under your skin so much? Peel that back. But also, are you struggling to discipline this animal? For those of you who do have a dog that's fucking shit up, I feel like it's time to educate yourself on, like, spend the money on training, spend the money on the dog whisperer, spend the money on whatever. Some of you, or maybe you're having to spend money on your dog, and there could be just something unexpected coming in that you find about your dog, or maybe a dog that has already passed. There could just be some like memento or memory or something. You find something that they chewed on, possibly. I feel like some of you, like, you have a decision to make around paying like the vet bill for your dog, or paying the bill to get paying the money to get a dog versus a free dog. Or this doesn't have to be a dog, it could be just an animal or a household pet. But I do feel like, think long term, think long-term quality of life also. For those of you who are thinking like your dog needs some kind of surgery or else, their quality of life is going to go down, or is their quality of life, how much will it improve? What are the stats? Like, is it time to let go? Were they a good boy, for long enough, or a good girl? I feel like, there could be just something about realizing that you're not being selfish by way of like, this is crazy how deep this is going. But some of you, I feel like, have felt guilty or feeling guilty because like some vet bill is very expensive and you don't want to pay that much money. And I just feel like, think about the quality of life. And are you going to be providing like them better years? Or, like, just think deeply about it. Okay. Career wise, the tree here, a key, an anchor. And what the shit is this? Is that a bee or a butterfly? Okay. And with it being turned upside down, I feel like in career, some of you haven't even figured out what you actually are. You still are transforming. You still are in the cocoon. You haven't turned into a full butterfly yet. Or some of you haven't gotten the recognition that you're craving yet. And I feel like you're still figuring out what you're supposed to be doing. That's still being revealed to you in some sort of way. And I feel like just keep on buzzing, keep on chugging, keep on doing what you got to do. I don't know why drinking references that sounded like they were under there. So maybe some of you are struggling with alcohol. And it's funny, I wanted to say again. Maybe some of you are struggling with alcohol again, or someone around you is struggling with alcohol again. It could be a masculine figure, someone that was in the military, or somebody that was maybe a father or father figure, or a father-in-law, a baby daddy kind of thing. But the key is in their roots. Interesting. I feel like for those of you who are struggling with your career, the key is in your roots. I feel like the key to like your anchor, the key to stability. There's something about like what your great grandmother used to do, or what your father used to do, or your mother-in-law or your mother's mother used to do. Like, I don't know, there's something here about looking into your roots, looking into your family tree. There is some sort of key of understanding. I feel like for those, and I also feel like there's something for you to learn about the people who were in your family that were in the military or in the Navy or the Coast Guard. Specifically, maybe some of you are thinking about going into the military. Maybe some of you are like also worried about like the draft thing that people have been talking about. Excuse me. I feel like you don't need to be worried about that stuff. You need to be worried about your root. You need to be worried about what you're growing, the seeds that have planted. Understand the stock you came from. I feel like a lot of you, so maybe for those of you, if anybody's having any health issues, I feel like there's some answers in the family tree. Also, some of you, like, making a career that is, like, where you're moving towards, like, being in nature or outside more, being more active. It's interesting. Some of you may be, like, a park ranger, or, work for BLM, or this could be somebody coming into your life, that has those jobs or works something like that. But I do feel like, in your career, the key is coming. The key to like why you haven't been able to be consistent, or why you or someone around you can't hold a job. I feel like the key to understanding the lack of an anchor, or the lack of roots. I feel like that stuff is being revealed. It may involve somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. but I do feel like the transformation is still underway. I feel like when it comes to your career, it's just like, are you laying the foundation that you want? Are you having the growth that you want? Is this what you want to do? And some of you, for those of you who the answer is no, there are some keys, some like aha moments, something that happens when you look at like what the people in your bloodline used to do. And the anchor being reversed, I feel like some of you, there's something here about like you're not anchored, you're not tethered to this career path, or your heels aren't dug in, or you don't feel sure, this doesn't feel purposeful to you. I feel like you are in need of an anchor. You're needed in that anchor. It's like it's time to break down what it is that you actually want to do. Some of you have accomplished a lot that you want to do, and now there's this like feeling untethered, feeling like what's next, blowing in the breeze. I don't know what to do next. I feel like create roots. There's still things around what you've accomplished that you haven't done yet. So still like do those things. And I also feel like we're in a place where we're going to have to learn how to get comfortable feeling untethered. Your relationship to like what is stability? What is an anchor? Who is the anchor for you? Sorry. Hydrate. I also feel like those of you who are looking for jobs or better job opportunities, something comes around in the winter. A lot of improvement comes in the winter. There's some sort of news or something that comes in the winter. Also, some of you are struggling with mental health because of something like this could be pregnancy or postpartum. I do feel like I said, there's something about connecting to. Also, maybe you need to take a trip or travel. Go towards the water. Miami Dolphins. Go to somewhere like, or the Keys, or somewhere where there's water. You're surrounded by water, an island. Or this could just be taking a bath. I feel like also even like for those of you who feel like you commune with animals, I feel like calling in to commune with the spirit of those animals. Maybe the dolphins have something to say. Do your research on dolphins, especially dolphins in pregnancy, because they got some shit going on. That's even in the fucking Book of Life, Flower of Life book. I do feel like something also in love with this coming in with like love and mental health. I feel like there's something coming in that's going to improve your mental health, that is going to move you towards love, and is also like earthy or green, or like somebody that like is environmentally friendly, green in that way. You moving towards being more environmentally friendly. You moving towards being like greener in that way. That's the only thing I want to clarify. Let's clarify this bite. What's coming in? Luck, something lucky. What is that? Wow. Something lucky, something trippy. That's the old boy from Alice in Wonderland. I feel like this person, funny, they may be like Irish, or their favorite color is green, or they are a lucky person. They make you feel lucky. I feel like they may be a little like thick or something like that. They could be a little porky, or there could be like their name, I don't know, Wilbur, something like that. Portly is what I'll say. But this is like major luck. Lucky rabbit, follow the white rabbit. I feel like there's somebody coming in that's environmentally friendly. Maybe they're Irish or Scottish or not from the States. Maybe they have an accent. Maybe they like motorcycles. like riding a hog, you know, that kind of thing. I feel like there maybe is an announcement that you hear about somebody like that, where you're moving towards, like, I feel like just maybe either you're running into this person or someone that you fell down the rabbit hole with, or someone that falls down the rabbit hole with you. I feel like there's somebody coming in that is lucky, someone that you can fall down the rabbit hole with. They like, you don't have to explain yourself. And this could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a new depth you meet in your relationship currently. But either way, that feels really, really sweet. And I hope you guys like this. Let me know how you feel about it. And if anything resonated. This feels like very futuristic, like stuff that's coming, versus like what's here. And so I liked that part, this aspect of it. This is the first time I've done this, but it's been like something that's been like nagging at me to like get on this. Love is the point. I love you. You got this.